Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to be joined by the new Executive Director of the Rogue Advocates, Melissa Matthewson. Excuse me. Melissa, great to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So tell us, before we get into your background, tell us what is the Rogue Advocates? What do you guys do?
Well, Rogue Advocates, our mission is to cultivate livable and sustainable communities in the Rogue Valley. So we really, we do that through outreach, education, and advocacy. And really our hope is to kind of educate the community about proper land use in the Rogue Valley. We were formed in 2006, and we have a pretty active board who are volunteers and doing a lot of work in land use and land use planning in the valley. One of our major projects, we're also an affiliate of 1,000 Friends of Oregon, which is a statewide organization working on land use issues. And one of the largest projects we've been involved in the last couple of years was in 2011 and 2012. We pulled together a number of community forums around Jackson County to sort of engage the community about land use and what they kind of wanted to see for the Rogue Valley in terms of land use. And we compiled all of that into a report, which we have on our website. And this was funded by the Meyer Memorial Trust. And it's called Envision the Rogue Valley. And we basically call for a number of strategies for implementing land use decisions in the Rogue Valley. So looking at keeping sprawl off farmland, sort of safeguarding some of our resource lands, farmland and forest land. Trying to concentrate growth within urban centers, creating sort of livable, sustainable communities where we're looking at public transportation and biking and buses and sort of creating open space within our urban centers and keeping sort of our development off of our Class 1 and Class 2 soils, which surround us. So Oregon has a pretty progressive land use system, which is why Oregon's such a wonderful place to live. And so Rogue Advocates that's our mission, is to sort of advocate and educate about that. Okay, all right. Now, there's an issue that I talked with you about before we started recording, and that's GMOs. It's something we're certainly talking about a lot, but I want to first take a quick break. We'll ask about that in a second. Stay with us. Okay. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Melissa Matthewson, the Executive Director of Rogue Advocates. Something we've been talking a lot of lately is genetically modified organisms, or GMOs. What is your stance on those? Well, Rogue Advocates hasn't taken an official position on GMOs. Okay. At this point, though, we're staying in touch with the issue and working to understand how it'll affect farmers in the region. As an organic farmer myself, so I can take a stance in that way, it's an important issue for organic farming, especially in this particular climate. We have a lot of organic seed production taking place, and GMO seed production of sugar beets can cross with some of the organic seed production that's taking place. So it is something that we need to kind of look at as a community, and because Oregon's a pretty diverse state, and most of our agriculture in Southern Oregon is very different than what takes place in the Willamette. I think it's really important for us to have a conversation about how GMOs might affect some of the regional seed economy in this area. Yeah, and we're hearing now in just the last couple of days that Salem may get involved, and we may not even get to vote on the issue here in Jackson County because Salem may override us, if you will, for lack of a better term. Do you think that's an appropriate move for the state? Personally, Rogue Advocates obviously can't take a position, but personally on my end, I was up there. The Friends of Family Farmers had a farmer and rancher lobbying day on Monday, so I was up there to advocate against SB 633, which is coming up for a vote. And luckily, some of our local legislators are against making that a law and keeping kind of local control on the issue on a county-wide basis. So, sure, okay. Yeah. All right, and then let's see, if anybody has any questions about Rogue Advocates or wants to look more into your organization, where can they find out more info? RogueAdvocates.org, and we have all of our reports up there and any information you need to know about our work in the Rogue Valley. Very good. Melissa, great to meet you. Thanks for coming down. Appreciate it. Thank you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.